Philippines Defence Minister has a very different. It comes on the back of a new defence pact signed between our two nations.
How soon can Ukraine benefit?
In a stunning turn of events, shaking up the global defense scene, the Philippines has just signed a high-stakes military pact with war-hardened Ukraine, unlocking access to elite drone warfare training and advanced uncrewed aerial systems, UAS technology. This isn't just another defense deal. This is the moment the Philippines officially steps into the future of warfare. Amid rising global tensions and shifting geopolitical chessboards, Manila is making its boldest move yet, aligning with Kiev, a nation that's turned drones into deadly precision tools against one of the world's largest militaries.
Ukraine claims to have hit more than 40 Russian bombers in what the country's security service says is a large-scale special operation aimed at destroying enemy bomber aircraft.
Well, Russia has confirmed multiple air bases have come under drone attack in the Murmansk and Irkutsk regions.
This alliance sends a clear message. The Philippines is done playing catch-up. It's here to lead. Ukraine has shown the world how drones can flip the battlefield in real time. And now that battlefield wisdom is coming straight to Filipino forces. From surveillance to strike capabilities, this partnership marks the dawn of a drone-powered era in Philippine defense history. Buckle up, the game has changed. The Philippine-Ukraine alliance isn't just a diplomatic handshake, it's a bold, calculated leap into the future of warfare. On June 4, 2025, during the prestigious Shangri-La Dialogue in Singapore, Philippine Defense Secretary Gilberto Teodoro Jr. met with Ukrainian Deputy Defense Minister Alexander Kozenko to officially lay the groundwork. Teodoro openly admired Ukraine's battlefield resilience and expressed a keen interest in its fast-evolving military technologies. In response, Kozenko thanked the Philippines for supporting Ukraine's sovereignty and revealed a major development. Ukraine will soon assign a defense attaché to Manila, a direct link for ongoing cooperation. Both sides reaffirmed their commitment to international law and declared their openness to sustained defense collaboration. This was more than a meeting. It was the spark of a serious strategic partnership. This growing alliance fits perfectly into the broader strategy of the Philippines' ongoing defense modernization. On June 3, 2025, reports confirmed that the country is actively expanding military ties not just with Ukraine, but also with Japan, the Netherlands, and long-standing ally the United States. While the partnership with Ukraine centers on tech and battlefield experience, other collaborations focus on maritime disaster response and post-conflict recovery, areas where the Philippines has proven strengths. Meanwhile, the massive Balakatan 25 exercise with U.S. forces is showcasing how serious the Philippines is about integrating drone warfare. This year, U.S. troops brought drones with 30-kilometer range, 10 times more than the previous year, and demonstrated in-field production by 3D printing over 50 FPV drones. Combined with simulation drills for missile attacks and armed drone defense, it's clear the Philippines is preparing for a battlefield defined by speed, data, and air supremacy. Ukraine, for its part, brings more than just drones. It brings the blueprint of survival. On June 3, the world watched as Ukraine unveiled its revolutionary spiderweb drone operations, proving that low-cost, low-range aerial systems can devastate even large-scale conventional forces when paired with elite intelligence. Companies like Shield AI are leading the charge by rolling out software updates and redeploying upgraded systems in under 24 hours, agile, soldier-informed, and mission-focused. Ukraine is also racing to cut out dependency on foreign-made, especially Chinese parts, targeting full drone system independence within the next 12 to 15 months. With indigenous multi-rotor UAVs already in flight testing as of May 31st, 2025, Ukraine has positioned itself as one of the world's most adaptive and innovative drone warfare laboratories. And now, that playbook is heading to Manila. The Philippine-Ukraine military pact isn't just symbolic, it's operational. At its core lies a powerful twin engine, drone warfare training and technology transfer, both of which promise to fast-track the Philippines into the realm of cutting-edge modern warfare. The heart of this alliance beats in the battlefield-proven training Ukraine is offering. Filipino troops stand to gain hands-on experience in operator skills, drone maintenance protocols, counter-UAS systems, and the use of electronic warfare, EW, tools, all essential to surviving and winning in a drone-dominated conflict environment. What makes this training invaluable is Ukraine's unique edge, real-time adaptation from years of live combat against a technologically superior adversary. Ukrainian instructors will bring lessons shaped by blood and brilliance, how to overcome enemy jamming, how to deploy drones for reconnaissance and targeting, and even how to use drones in psychological operations that rattle enemy morale. Crucially, this won't be a standalone effort. It will synergize with existing Philippine-US drills like the recently concluded Balikatan 25, where US troops demonstrated advanced FPV drone warfare and in-field 3D printing. Ukrainian training will add a layer of combat realism and flexibility that complements American doctrine, giving the Philippines a well-rounded, battle-ready drone. Beyond skills, the real strategic gold lies in the technology transfer element of the pact. While formal agreements on specific transfers are still under wraps, all signs point toward a robust sharing of blueprints, software, production techniques, and potentially entire drone systems. For the Philippines, this could be a game changer, transitioning from an importer to a co-developer and future producer of indigenous UAS platforms. Ukraine brings a treasure trove of innovative, low-cost, battlefield-tested drone technologies. From 3D printed FPV drones and modular parts to rugged, expendable UAVs that thrive in contested environments, Ukraine's approach is fast, frugal, and effective. This is not about exquisite, high-maintenance machines. It's about agile systems that evolve in days, not months. The potential to integrate this approach into the Philippine defense industry could catalyze domestic manufacturing capabilities, reduce foreign dependency, and spark a local tech ecosystem around drones, software, and countermeasures. The global context makes this move even more urgent. As of June 5, 2025, the Iran-Russia drone axis is already producing up to 6,000 drones per year, signaling a rapid shift in warfare where mass, scale, and speed matter as much as precision. The Philippines cannot afford to lag. With Ukraine's help, it now has a realistic path toward defensive autonomy in the drone domain and a seat at the table of future warfare. The Philippines' new alliance with Ukraine marks more than just a tactical shift. It signals a strategic transformation with far-reaching consequences for national defense, regional security, and ethical military conduct. As the drone era takes flight, so too does the complexity of its implications. For the Philippines, integrating advanced drone warfare knowledge and technologies directly boosts deterrence. In a region marked by territorial tensions, particularly in the South China Sea, a modernized armed forces equipped with real-time surveillance, precision strike capabilities, and extended-range unmanned systems could serve as a powerful check against aggression. The asymmetry drones provide, offering low-cost, high-impact options, is especially vital for a country facing much larger adversaries. This form of asymmetric warfare levels the playing field. Instead of matching adversaries ship for ship or tank for tank, drones allow the Philippines to strike from a distance, evade direct conflict, and disrupt larger forces with agility. Geopolitically, the Philippines is signaling its readiness to take on a larger role in the Indo-Pacific security architecture. By forging ties with Ukraine, a country that has become a global symbol of resistance, innovation, and sovereignty, the Philippines reinforces its alignment with nations that value a rules-based international order. This broadening of defense partnerships beyond traditional allies like the US and Japan shows a deliberate effort to diversify its strategic playbook. Regionally, enhanced capabilities could contribute to stability through strength. A better armed, better trained Philippines contributes to the balance of power in the Indo-Pacific, potentially dissuading reckless maneuvers by revisionist powers. For Ukraine, this pact is also significant. It expands Kyiv's defense diplomacy beyond Europe and demonstrates that its battlefield knowledge is now a global export. positioning Ukraine as a serious player in international security cooperation.
Using our experience, we can share with the Philippines digitalization of our country, how to manage in a very challenging period. We can share our cybersecurity experience because we've been, attacked by Russians a lot of time.
But with great power comes great responsibility, and drones bring deep ethical challenges. As former U.S. General Stanley McChrystal warned, the resentment created by American use of unmanned strikes is much greater than the average American appreciates. They are hated on a visceral level. Similarly, Yemeni tribal leader Mullah Zabara declared, "The drones are flying day and night. This is terrorism." These voices highlight a critical truth. Unmanned doesn't mean unaccountable. The Philippines and Ukraine must therefore tread carefully. Both nations have emphasized their commitment to international humanitarian law and the Geneva Conventions, ensuring that drone deployments are conducted with strict rules of engagement. Yet, as drone warfare expands, so too does the risk of civilian casualties, psychological trauma, and legal gray zones. Accountability, transparency, and ethical standards must be embedded in every training module, targeting protocol, and battlefield decision. In embracing this alliance, the Philippines steps into a future shaped by digital warfare, strategic autonomy, and global interdependence. But it also assumes the burden of ensuring that its military advances are measured, moral, and mission-driven. The drone age is here, and with it, a new era of responsibility. The rise of drone warfare isn't just theoretical. It's quantifiable, global, and growing at a staggering pace. Hard numbers reveal the scale, impact, and strategic urgency behind the Philippines' move to partner with Ukraine on drone training and technology. Here's a data-driven look into the new age of unmanned conflict. Drones have rapidly become the most sought-after military tool in the 21st century. As of April 2025, at least 31 African countries have collectively acquired thousands of unmanned aerial systems, UAS, signaling how accessible and desirable this technology has become, even for developing nations. In just 15 of those countries, over 900 drone strikes have been recorded, resulting in more than 3,000 fatalities. This paints a stark picture. Drones are not niche weapons. They are now frontline instruments of war across multiple continents. No country has demonstrated the power and danger of drones more than Ukraine. In 2024, drones were responsible for a jaw-dropping 70% of battlefield injuries and fatalities, surpassing traditional artillery as the dominant killer on the battlefield. This statistic, confirmed in April 2025, proves that drones have not only arrived, they have redefined the rules of combat. From reconnaissance to loitering munitions, drones have become both the eyes and the fists of modern armies. As drones dominate the skies, nations are racing to neutralize the threat. Global investment in counter-drone systems has surged, with technologies ranging from jammers to laser and microwave-based defenses. The United States deployed its cutting-edge Leonidas high-power microwave system to the Philippines in April 2025, marking a key development in joint efforts to defend against potential drone swarms or hostile UAV incursions. The battlefield of tomorrow isn't just about having drones. It's about having the tools to detect, deflect, and destroy them. The scale of drone warfare is also reflected in manufacturing efforts. As of June 5, 2025, Russia, with support from Iran, is preparing to mass produce up to 6,000 drones annually. This so-called drone axis illustrates the industrial-level production now fueling global conflicts. For countries like the Philippines, building indigenous drone capabilities or forming alliances with nations like Ukraine that can share such know-how is essential to stay relevant in this rapidly evolving arms race. Not all drones are built to strike. Many are there to see without being seen. For an archipelagic nation like the Philippines, with vast maritime borders and disputed territories, this kind of persistent ISR, intelligence, surveillance, reconnaissance capability is a strategic necessity. Philippine Defense Secretary Gilberto Teodoro Jr., speaking after his meeting with Ukraine's Deputy Defense Minister during the Shangri-La Dialogue on June 4, 2025, captured the spirit of admiration and aspiration at the heart of this alliance. We express admiration for the resilience of the Ukrainian people and pray for their continued strength. We are deeply interested in Kyiv's experience in technological development. These remarks reflect not only solidarity, but a strategic curiosity, a desire to learn from Ukraine's battlefield-tested drone systems and digital warfare ecosystem. Ukrainian Deputy Defense Minister Alexander Kozenko, in return, acknowledged Manila's growing role on the world stage. We thank the Philippines for supporting Ukraine's sovereignty and territorial integrity. Ukraine is interested in the Philippines' expertise in maritime disaster response and trauma recovery. This reciprocal interest signals that the partnership is not a one-way transfer, it's a two-way exchange of strategic strengths, from drone warfare to humanitarian resilience. Thank you for tuning into our channel. If you enjoyed the video, please remember to like, share it with your friends, and subscribe to our channel for more in-depth analysis of global issues.